Loch Henry is twisted as hell. Never once while watching did I have a clear idea of what was going on until it was already too late. If you're unaware of the episode's events, you follow Davis and Pia, who take a trip to Davis's mom's house. The town they're in is a ghost town, and we later find out it's because of gruesome murders that had taken place years prior. Pia and Davis begin to make a documentary and uncover the very dark secrets. It wasn't just one murderer, it was Davis's parents too. This episode broke me. It reminded me in a very similar way to how I felt after White Bear. You really feel for these people. You make the good guy the bad guy in your head, and then you find out the disgusting truth. It really felt like classic Black Mirror, something the show drifted away from in seasons prior. As you can see by watching this video, I like creating videos. So watching this episode, I felt like I had another level of relatability, so selfishly I connected with this episode possibly more than others. So take what I say with a grain of salt and form your own opinions. The twist. Like most Black Mirror episodes, they have some sort of realization or twist, and man does this one deliver. It makes you feel like you're a character in the room with them. The tension you feel between Davis's mom and Pia after she sees the video is almost unbearable. I literally had to pause it for a second just to process and say like, what the fuck? Then his mom hangs herself? Like, damn, Black Mirror, okay. The plot. Overall, this idea is so Black Mirror. I feel so connected to this story as if I'm making the documentary with them. The writers executed this so perfectly, along with stellar performances from everyone in the episode. Really, I don't have many complaints. I think as a blanket statement, the season suffers from over-explanation, but I'll touch more on that later. The cinematography. Black Mirror isn't new to sleek shots and good cinematography, but this episode is beautiful. Even in the ugly, it keeps us in this beautiful landscape, going along with their documentary, that this place is beautiful and people should come more. The ending. Up until the mom kills herself, I was completely on board. Then we're at the BAFTA Awards. It's a bit too meta for me, and there was no explanation about Pia besides she just died. You would think she would get more than that, right? I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me. Davis is clearly broken. He's not okay. It may be a message of you got the truth and fame, but at what cost? I don't know. It wasn't a terrible ending, but it just didn't really work for me. Over-explanations. Even though this kinda contradicts what I just said, this season has a problem with over-explanation. In this episode, and especially Joan is Awful, they over-explain everything and leave you wondering almost nothing on your own. Even taking the cheap route out on Joan is Awful, calling the quantum computer, quote, basically magic. And the things I do wish they would explain more, they just leave in the dust. Overall though, this episode was fantastic. So far this season is really good, so I'm excited to watch the other episodes. Alright, let me know what you think. Do you agree? Disagree? Who knows?